Hello, Brother Monroe here with another bonus Patreon sponsored video for you today. And this one's sent in by Jack Johnston, and it's not complicated. Any chance of a 1920s style Trafalgar at minimum range with maximum firepower? Yes, absolutely there is. So it's not minimum range, but 5,000. I mean, we're probably going to be intermingling given the numbers. 27 for the British and 33 for the French and of course Spanish, but you can't have two empires currently. And for 1926, I've gone for 1926. So this is I quite like this year. If you're designing scenarios, you may be seeing Taskmaster Season 3. I've gone for 1926 because this is before the radar appears. So you still have to do everything manually. Yes, I do wish to continue despite the poor performance. Right. In 3G3, yes, definitely. And we're going to go big. King George V, why not? Lots of tower options. Going from 39 base accuracy to 27. Just looking at the weights, yeah, Advanced Tower 1, I think is probably going to be my best bet. And then on this side, it's going to be one of the compact towers. Try and get one that matches as best I can. Yeah, there we go. That leaves plenty of space for guns, at least. Right, we'll run our ships on oil. 74 smoke. Go for a double funnel. Looks a bit odd, but should work. Gun-wise, what have we got? 17, 16... Oh, it's going to be 15-inch guns, for sure. And I think they fit on mediums for the British. Yeah, and he did say maximum firepower, so... Well, it's not going to be maximum, but... I'm going to go for A, B, X, Y, triples. I think that should give us... I mean, I know they look tiny on the N3G3, which is a bit weird. No, that's not maximum firepower enough. How about, actually... No, I know exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to do a double Nelson. Only proper, I feel, given the nature of the battle. So we're going to have a 4.5 Nelson. Because that makes perfect sense. Just going to try and cozy the turrets together as much as I can. Try and get them behind the main belt as much as possible. A little bit of an half-weight offset. A lot of firing going to be broadside in this battle. Anyway, there we go. Lovely. Secondaries. Kind of like the heaviest secondaries I can get. Yeah. 3 twin 8-inch guns. Should work quite nicely. I don't think that impacts that. No, it does impact that turret quite a lot. What does it? It's hard to tell. No, it doesn't impact it very much. Okay, so go for 6 8-inch guns each side. Just get like some 2-inch guns in here. Just for fun. Lovely stuff. You never know, might prove useful. Okay, that should do fine. I'm happy enough with natural boilers. I don't think we need to be going super fast. 24 knots should be fine. I definitely want to have maneuverability and protection and all the rest of it, as much as I can. Range not going to be important in this particular fight. Torpedoes. Now, it's possible the enemy will bring torpedoes, but I hope not. Very unsporting of them if they do. Let's go for tube powder super heavies. Autoloaders. Advanced hydraulic turrets should be fine. Yeah, why not? I think that's okay. And then we just want a bit more armour, really. Deck's not going to be super important in this fight, so I'm going to reduce that to 2.5. Now then. Yeah, we want just basically lots more belt. 20 inches should be nice. Get the extended belt up as well. Actually, we want the turrets on 25 if we can get away with it. So about 10 on the extended belt. Oh, that is close. That is close. Yeah, couple of points of inch, tenths of an inch off the turrets, and more on the tower. I mean the secondary turrets. There we go. That should do nicely. Double Nelson at Trafalgar. Why not? That is an interesting. I mean, those turrets still look tiny, but now with the belt, extended belt, I reckon the belt covers the X and B turrets, and as well as the, I guess, Q and R turrets. But I don't think it'll cover A and Y from the front, but it should hopefully protect them from kind of rear attacks. Anyway, enough of my waffling. Let's go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, looks like the French have gone for a Nelson and 2/3 design. Actually very similar looking. It looks like our ship's slightly bigger though. Right. This is going to be crazy. Oh, Jesus. Right. Let's get a good look at these. Yeah, see here, we're like right next to them. I'm not seeing any torpedo launchers on the deck. That's good. And they've gone for twin guns rather than the triples, but they've got casements, casemate guns. Okay. Jesus. Right. Oh god, they're all in crazy ass divisions. Right. Africa, your division. Just no. Where's your lead ship? Lead ship is Neptune. Okay. Malaya. Just, you're all gonna absolutely smash into each other, but can at least try and hope. Oh my word, this is going to be absolute chaos. Oh my word, ammo detonation straight away. Yep. One Frenchie down. Oh my god. Close in warfare. Another one getting absolutely wrecked. Meanwhile, the Hibernia, which seems to be the focus of the French fleet, kind of doing okay. Apologies for the stutter, but there's a lot of shells going around at the moment. Oh my word, the number of just shells everywhere. Look at that. The entire screen just full of shells. It's another ship down. Oh my goodness. Hibernia taken pretty heavy damage. She's already taken over 150 hits from the main guns of the enemy fleet. God damn. This is absolute chaos. I have to move away slightly because my frame rate is absolutely tanked. I'm going to try and get a... I was going to try and get a screenshot. There we go. If I pause, I can can actually see it. Look at that. It's insane. It's quite kind of cool looking ship though. I do like it. But oh my god. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my word. Right. Hibernia getting absolutely smashed. Even with that incredibly thick belt protection. Of course, mostly a mess. Yeah, down goes Hibernia. I didn't even get a look at these guys. Cordite shells, standard bulkheads, slower than us. Not as well armoured. No torps. Yeah, I probably would have noticed if there were torps coming in. But the Valor is pretty heavily damaged. 13-inch guns is a bold choice by the French. Oh, a flash fire, all sorts. Yeah, poor old Valor is not going overly well for them. Still up, but I reckon that ship will sink in the next couple seconds. Looks like Revenge is the next one being targeted. I mean, so far we've already done 15,000 damage. Mostly with the 15s, the 8s not proving particularly useful, but trying my best. It's just a giant ball of angry battleships. Audacious. Blasting away. Oh, another flash fire. Lovely stuff. Poor Frenchman. Very dead after that. Continuing to just absolutely the amount of firepower going around is quite incredible. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh my word. The next, the Bretagne is getting smashed. Looks like Provence is next. What does that look like from the French point of view? Just a hail of shells. Oh my think the performance is actually going to flood out from that, but no, just keep firing nonetheless. Oh my goodness. I think we've just lost the Hibernia, or they were about to lose the Revenge. Ocean and Britannia. We've opened up a little bit of range. Sunk a few of their ships, but the battle's only been going on for about 5 minutes. All this is being done in real time. Well, as far as the game is concerned, obviously it's going to be going slower than that. Can't even tell how many French ships have gone down. Yeah, that down goes the Revenge. Got ships all over the place. Right, Malay, I don't know why you think you should be going that way. Yeah, I've lost 2 so far. French have definitely lost more. As I can see 4 of them sinking at the moment. There seems to be another one, as the Patrie is getting hammered, but so is the Magnani. Oh my goodness. This is absolute carnage. 10 minutes of battle. Oh my word. What happens if I tried going to ×5? No, definitely not. Just absolute mayhem. Oh my word. Down goes the Patrie. Although, looks like Jean Bart is pretty much dead. Yep, down she goes. Oh. Yeah, French not really able to coordinate their firepower very well now. Commonwealth taking some damage. Looks like the Heroine is the next one to receive an absolute smashing. Like just making the ship disappear. Oh my word. That is horrific. Oh, I love it. Oh my word. Malaya taking a fair amount of damage there. French guns are able, with enough hits, to do damage, but we're just shredding them, absolutely shredding them. Oh, St. Louis, no. think that flooding is terminal. But don't tell the gunners that, because they're still firing furiously at it. There we go, down to extensive fire. With tube powder shells, no less. That's how many we're flinging at them. Right. Well, after the initial very close contact, we've kind of started to move away. There goes the Indomitable to flash fire, I think. Yep. Yep. Completely exploded. Try and make sure that all the ships are kind of sailing in the right direction. Good grief. Terrible. Looks like it's the next one in for an absolute smashing. Oh. Yep. That ain't good. Oh my word. This is crazy. But we are thinning out the enemy fleet. KG5 taking a fair old amount of damage at the moment. But we're starting to get them just, yeah, starting to thin them out quite effectively. Pretty sure we've gone past the point of it being in our favour in terms of the numbers already. And then goes another one. Number of ships on fire, burning, sinking on the horizon. Oof. Right. How are we doing? So the Galwaz is next. How's KG5 doing? Not great. And is turning away, giving over lead ship status to the Lord Nelson. But the Normandy goes down. We're getting there. We are getting there. It's actually quite long range now, but the Magnum, which took a beating earlier on, is now getting finished off. That is terminal flooding. Yes, not that many they have left that are particularly healthy. Right, let's try going up ×5. Only about 15 minutes in for the sailors on board. Oh my god. Yeah, down goes the 2 Veal. Saying, oh, there were smaller ships at Trafalgar. Yes, there were. There are a few frigates on each side, but A, they didn't play much of a role in the battle, and I didn't think they would here if I chucked in a couple of light cruisers or something. And second, my computer's already starting to melt under this. Or actually, my computer's fine, but The game is not the happiest. It might be my GPU actually melting under all these particles going everywhere. Look at that though. Oh god. I think at any one time there's about 400 shells in the air. Galahs. Yeah, you're not long for this world. Ammo detonation over there on the Bouvet. Yeah, down goes the Galahs. Lord Nelson currently the ship taking the heaviest fire. But just to show you how tough these ships are, it's taken 87 hits off the main guns of the enemy. Still going. Still firing everything. So you're firing the Bouvet, really? Why are you firing at the Bouvet? Lord Nelson, you should be firing at the Verite, so you can shoot all your guns instead of just 2 of them. Might help. I'm going to get my ships to go on a new heading. All of them. Down goes the Segeant. Should bring all the ships kind of to come this way. Hopefully deal with the enemy. Yeah, King George V and Lord Nelson badly beaten up, but still going. Good set of hits on the Bouvet. That's nice now that we're getting these kind of duels going on. Oh, a flash fire on the Bouvet. Yep, down it goes, and the Verite goes down at the same time, also to a flash fire. See it exploding in the background there. Well, that might just have saved the KG5. I'm going to order to retreat, and the Lord Nelson I'm going to detach and order to withdraw. They've done a good job, but need a bit of cover from the Prince George. Good Lord, the Liberté making an attack run, or what looks like one. About 40 minutes into the battle now, and Liberté is looking a bit worse for wear already. As the main battle line opens up. Yeah, not going well. And Liberté just burns down. Looks like Visional, the next ship to disappear. How's Prince George doing? Protecting the other two. Yeah, hammering the Bellicers. Not terminal though on the Bellicers, I don't think. Not yet, anyway. Nelson and King George V making a good retreat. Or withdrawal, I should say. Yeah, range has really opened up now. Where just the sheer weight of firepower. And it's not like it didn't arm up the hey, flash fire. And it's not like I didn't arm up the decks on my battleships. Why have you switched fire? Do you think the Bellicose is going to sink? Probably is. Doing well though. It's just this big ball of death. Trying to help out at long range. Yeah, down goes the Bellicose. It's Prince George versus Ducons. Oh, that's the stuff. Looks like the Requin being fired on. Again, it's quite long range now. We're about 10 kilometers out. The two main bodies of the fleet. This duel's taking place at about 5 kilometers. Ducos heavily angled. Not helping her hugely. Requin goes down. Five more huge hits on the Ducos. And a flash fire. Finishes him off. Lovely. Well, okay then. 15 ammo. Jeez. The 8-inch have chipped in. They've done about 3,000 damage, but the 15's nearly 100,000 damage are really causing all of the pain here on the French, who are now probably wisely trying to retreat. Only problem is my ships are slightly faster by 1 knot, so that is not going to go quite how they imagined it. Right, go up to ×5 speed now. Oh, when I said it was 40 minutes into battle, I was wrong. It was 20 minutes into the battle. Jesus Christ, this all happened in less than half an hour. Oh my word. Absolutely tons of shells landing on the Flandre. Or rather, should I say, around the Flandre. And if you're worried about me running out of shells, nope. Pretty much all the ships have got at least 1,000 shells for their main guns left. And yeah, accuracy is not great, but you fire enough shells, you're going to score some hits. Down goes the Flandre. Prince George dueling with their Solferino. Solferino getting dissolved. Yep. Oh my word. Savoy. Savoie. Just being melted away. Entire ship. Entire deck is just on fire. Oh, you would not be on to be on board any of these French ships. flooding out because the ship is basically a sieve at this point. Still firing, but yeah, that's pretty much what happens. There she goes. I think the Richelieu will be the next target. Yeah. Oh. So many shells. I actually think some of them are going on the Paris or the Paris. Richelieu really suffering badly. Down she goes. Just 2 left. Paris and Mirabeau. Prince George hitting up the attack, or the chase as it's become. Ooh. Just insane. Terrifying firepower. How much do these ships cost actually? 53 million. Okay, to my 110. So they really were not in the same league. But that's what you get, AI. If you go and bring something that is just not up to snuff. And in less than an hour, the double Nelson proves effective. Wow. Okay. God. Damn. Well, that was fun. If you want to send me such interesting scenarios as this, and you want to get them done a little bit more quickly than if you send them in normally, do consider becoming a patron or buy. And you can find a link to that down in the description of the video. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye-bye.